Hey there, Scorpio. This is your reading for the week of March 28th through April 3rd, 2022. I'm going to start off by taking a look at one of your stories that is coming towards an end. We're also going to look at the beginning of a new story for you and some themes in that upcoming story for the future. So, something to note, on April 1st, there is a new moon in Aries, which for you impacts the 6th house of health, service, well-being, work that you do out of necessity, hygiene, daily routines, and even pets. So we'll see if that, if this reading touches upon that. So in terms of your story that's coming to an end, you have the opossum, diversity, plurality. So this card is kind of talks about how the opossum has like a face like a rat, body like a cat, and has like a pouch like a kangaroo. And so the diversity is really about the different aspects of, the rat, but also it talks about how opossums can trick people because they like to play dead. So that story is coming to an end for you. And let's pull a couple cards and see. Let's see what the opossum means for you here, Scorpio. So you have the Nine of Swords, the Justice card, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So maybe there was some kind of tricking going on. Yeah, with the Justice card, sense of making things right. Nine of Swords has kind of fear, anxiety, stress, but the Queen of Pentacles is pretty much calm, cool, collected, has really no concerns. So let's see here then. What is the diversity aspect? You have the Ace of Pentacles here. So some kind of something that you wanted to or still wanting to create or manifest, seems there's some stress and anxiety over that. Let's see what the Justice applies to. You have the Four of Wands, which is celebration of milestones, freedoms, security foundations, things like that. So it's almost as if there is a false sense of a beginning here. Let's see if there was any trickery. What's the trickery here? Seven of Wands. Yeah, for some of you, it could be that you really were kind of being an advocate for something, really wanting something to occur, and it seems like that could have created stress of, the success of something or it not being success on you. The Queen of Pentacles, I'm not sensing is you. I'm sensing that the Queen of Pentacles is someone else around you. So who is the Queen of Pentacles to you? You have the Six of Pentacles. So it could be a parent, an employer, and it could be that you were trying to be too many things, trying to do too much. Let me see here. All right. So let's see why this story is coming to an end. What factors cause it to come to an end? The Page of Wands, King of Cups. Okay, so I am sensing here that there is someone in your life that is helping to raise you up, to help you explore more your potential. And the King of Cups could be you, Scorpio. Like what you're yearning to be. But I do see that the King of Cups is maybe a significant other, a friend, someone who is really, it could be even a parent, someone who really is connected to you emotionally, wants to see you do well, and is really kind of grounded in, they can, they can take on a lot, and you really want to be able to do that. You want to be able to manage your emotions, and you want to, it's almost like you maybe overpromised, tried to do too much because you want to make people happy. You want to do those things for people. So let's see what this new story is for you. You have expansion. Spread your wings and soar. Share your message and shine your light. Show the world what you're made of. So this card kind of indicates that you do have a message to share, that people want to hear it, that you do have something special about you, that you have been perhaps holding back, letting other people benefit off of it. And it seems that this new story for you is kind of going to release you from that old story of doing too much and not really getting the credit for it. Or possibly, yeah. So let's see how this new story kind of develops. You have the Knight of Swords, Two of Wands, Queen of Swords. So it seems here that there is a want, a desire to do what's right, like truthful communications, to kind of go in and save the day, but also to be confident, independent, and smart about things. And then there is the question of, well, where do you go? Where do you go next? Do you leave the situation? Do you incorporate these new tactics where you are? Is it a small change that you can make in your day-to-day, or is this like a whole guess like shift in perspective? Like, for example, if this over here, this diversity, is you doing too much, meaning maybe you have multiple jobs, maybe you're wearing different hats for one organization or working for different organizations. Is it that you have a better way of organizing it, or is it kind of like, no, you're going to focus on something altogether? So let's take a look at, let's see what your message is. You have a message. What does your message pertain to? Eight of Swords. Okay. And then shining your light. Let's see what that pertains to. Page of Pentacles. And showing the world what you're made of. Let's see what the first step is. Two of Swords. Okay. So in this expansion, in this new story, it is as if you have to gain a new sense of value, of how you assess your progress, whatever goals that you set, and then also to have a certain sense of value. Right now it kind of seems that you are fighting against yourself and don't quite know it. Your thoughts are really, how you think about things is really keeping you not spreading your wings and soaring. It's almost as if you are, this wants to come out. It's the Empress. So it's almost as if this Empress is really you, and you're thinking that there are these forces out there that are really kind of tying you down, but it's really having a new understanding, a new sense of how you think about yourself, and take care of yourself. So Empress is someone who nurtures, someone who is in touch with their feelings, their sensuality, and their creativity. So it kind of indicates this first step here is a message to yourself about how you're thinking about things, and really just recognizing the light within you, what you can, this is like the shine in the shine your light position. So recognizing what you have, it's almost like that's the first step. Recognizing that you have power, recognizing that you are the source of creativity, of happiness, of everything that you need. And in this Two of Swords, it's almost as if you're thinking you need to make a decision and there's going to be a right decision and a wrong decision. I think they're just decisions. And the fear of going down one road versus another is what's holding you up on being able to be who you are and take full credit for all the awesomeness of it. So let's see here. It's almost a sense of your thoughts are going to help you expand and like want more for yourself, but your thoughts and how you think are also what limit you. So let's see here. Let's see what you need to do, how you can kind of in your day-to-day self-care help with the, good thought process. You have 3 of Pentacles and 3 of Swords. So 3 of Pentacles is really kind of seeking help from others. So if there is some kind of problem you're trying to solve, some kind of reason, analysis, deduction, then definitely you can, look things up online, research things, and other people can help you with that. When it comes to negative thoughts, how certain thoughts keep coming back and stinging you, that's something where you have to grow from it. It's possible that there's experiences from the past where maybe there was some disappointment and you just put on a different hat so you didn't have to deal with it. You just tapped into a different emotion, personality, so that you didn't have to deal with that upset. But it seems like with the amount of swords that are kind of coming out and the way that they're coming out, like I said, it seems like how you think is really advantageous at certain times, but it also is destructive, self-destructive. And you may need to get some assistance in healing that, actually going back and kind of considering where is it that you started using or recognizing that the sword can be, or thoughts can be used as a sword or a shield. Thoughts, how you think, can be used to defend yourself, or it can be used to attack. So let's see here. Where did this come from? The 8 of Cups here. So really it kind of seems that this healing of some past upset, disappointment, especially when it comes to using thought communication and kind of healing that, and then leaving behind, walking away from what really isn't serving your best interest. That seems to kind of be the best way to approach the issue with the way that the thoughts are helpful and hurtful, the shield and the sword for you. So let's see a upcoming theme in your story. You have embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. So here, this card is really kind of asking or telling you to get out your wands and be excited about life, to get out your Page of Cups and start looking at the at the world with a sense of wonder and the eyes of a child. It's almost as if you're all these swords that you and how you think have been designed to protect you, but overprotected you so much that you really haven't been able to move outside your comfort zone. And it seems once you do, once you can kind of heal these things, get your thinking process in a way where you are comfortable and can control your thoughts, then it's asking you to pretty much start looking at the possibilities, like the endless possibilities that you could have. And it's almost as if how you were thinking prevents you from seeing potential and seeing the wonder and everything. So let's see a little bit more about this embracing enthusiasm. You have the Ten of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Fool. So it really seems like you going through this process here is going to get you to be able to feel a sense of excitement about the world, a sense of adventure and wanting to explore and spreading your wings and flying backwards into a pool of water, but that's fine. Or is it a pool of water? Who knows? But it seems that this sense of embracing enthusiasm, it's almost definitely you want to think in a positive way, wherever you can, feeling that you already have the community that you want around you, feeling that you are every day waking up and looking at the world with a sense of wonder and possibilities and excited about where it takes you. You definitely can do that. It almost seems that this process makes this more attainable and long-standing, if that makes sense. So let's see here. What else do we want to know at this point? Seems like there's a lot of work to be done to get to this expansion. And then the embracing enthusiasm. So let's see how we can get from walking away, healing this past upset and walking away to something unknown but better that leads to this embracing enthusiasm. What do we need to know about that? We have the 10 Cups. And you have the 5 of Swords. Okay. So I'm sensing that you need to, it's almost that you can tell yourself that you want to be happy and you will feel it. Like once you kind of heal this and, make that decision, and it's not even a decision, make that act of actually moving on, knowing that you've got your, how you're thinking kind of in the bag almost. You're going to be able to feel good. You're going to be able to start connecting with your heart. There will be moments where there's conflict, instability, where your thoughts will kind of come in again and want to want you to win, want you to kind of have more. So just be aware of that. Let's see how you can kind of deal with those situations. You have the moon. So a sense of really recognizing when those come in and it's kind of a lose-lose situation, or your mind is kind of telling you you want more, or you know, someone's got to lose. Really just letting yourself not have that clarity, letting yourself go into your intuition and being okay in that sense of don't know, not sure, I'll just do what I feel is right. And let's see when you do that, let's see what kind of outcome you get. You get the Four of Cups. So definitely knowing you didn't win. Definitely not knowing like you didn't really lose, just waiting for something better to come along. So in that sense, I think you're going to have to really practice gratitude. And then it'll come back to you. It's almost as this is like the little hiccup, but that's how you deal with it. That's how you deal with, you know, when the mind comes in and wants you to do more, or wants someone to, you know, suffer, or wants someone to kind of take the blame. You just kind of, oh well, take some time out and let's see how you know, at least you're dealing more with your emotions, and it seems like you've got a good handle on your emotions, especially because of this King of Cups over here that's really helping you out of it. So let's see, in terms of when you get to that point where you've dealt with the icky Five of Swords, you can just kind of like surrender to it, and you are left in a place of boredom. Boredom's the great word for Four of Cups. Then how do you get back to this embracing enthusiasm? You have the Ace of Cups. It just seems that you have a better control over your emotions, especially when you have your thoughts, your thought process under control, and you know how to deal with your own thoughts, especially when they're not there to help anybody. So I'm hoping that this provides a really helpful perspective of your week. This is pretty deep, and to get a more clear picture of things, be sure to check out your readings for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, and we'll see you next time. Take care.